Yo, welcome back to Poplar Creek Farm. I'm doing more seed unboxing today. So, just a forewarning, I have more seeds coming, and I think they're either coming this afternoon or tomorrow. It says they were supposed to come today, but honestly, I think it's probably going to be tomorrow. So, I'm doing at least a partial video right now, and then I'm going to do the rest as soon as I get those other seeds, so there may be an outfit change in here, because it may be the next day. But anyways, I got my seeds from Fruition, and yes, I ordered twice because I did this big order and then realized I forgot a few things. So let's start with the big order. Now, Fruition Seeds is actually local to me. They're only about 2 hours from me, and they are absolutely wonderful. They are extremely helpful. They post a lot of information. They share a lot of information, really positive. Like they don't charge you for everything. They have teaching guides that you can buy, but they also like just share a lot of teaching, and they're really wonderful. Petra is the owner, and I believe it's her partner Matthew, and they're owners together, and they're just a wonderful company. And one of these days, I'm gonna get down there and see them and actually go visit the farm. You can do like a private tour, but it's not cheap. It wouldn't be bad if we had like a bunch of people doing it, but for just like me and like my sister and my mom to do it would be kind of pricey. So we'll see. Okay. So a lot of these, I didn't order a ton from Fruition, but a lot of these are like staples that I order every year, and so I ordered like a bunch of some of them. Gold Rush, yellow snap beans, they're the best. These are a bush bean. They are insanely prolific. Like, you can barely keep up with them. You check them one day, you harvest them all one day, and the next day it's full again. So I got a ton of them. First of all, I love them. They are delicious, but also they sell really well, and because they produce so well, I just really like growing them. Next is my favorite cucumber ever, and I got a bunch of them as well. New York Slicing 264. They grow so much better in my region than any other cucumber that I've been able to grow. Every other cucumber I grow will end up with powdery mildew all over it, or like that blight, where it's just like that white all over it, then the leaves crinkle up. It's a fungus. And it's downy mildew, I'm sorry. It says it on here. Downy mildew resistant. These seriously are. The 1 year, now they take a little bit longer to produce than other cucumbers, but the 1 year I had multiple different varieties growing. All the other varieties produced a few and then got diseased and died. That one was still green and producing up until the first frost. It produced by far, just outproduced the others by far. So I will never not grow that. It also is really good. It's a slicing cucumber, but it's great for pickling. I use it for my pickles. It's a smaller cucumber. It's not massive. It's really wonderful. I also got Silver Slicer because I really like Silver Slicer as well. And I gotta have some color, some different ones. So that's all. Oh, I got a sticker. I've never gotten a Fruition sticker. I'm excited. And this is just some of the things like they she sends little like positive vibes. But this is really helpful. They send this every time, and this is just like when you start the seeds. Now this is based off of zone 4 to 6. I'm in zone 5B, so is Fruition. But just kind of general idea of when you start the seeds. Some of them are start indoors, transplant, harvest, direct sow, transplant only. So it gives you a good idea of what you can grow when and everything. Now my other packet of seeds. And I couldn't believe that I forgot these. I at least ordered one thing. I can't remember if I ordered more than one thing the second time over. Oh, I ordered more than one thing. Okay. Ooh! Bring this for one free seed packet between April 1st and May 28th. Oh, I'm going. Okay. Again, a lot of these are repeats. Oh, I got another sticker. Yay. I don't know why I'm so excited about stickers. Let's see. So I ordered Winter Luxury, which is a sugar pie pumpkin, because I do want to grow some pumpkins for aesthetics, you know, for just pretty pumpkins. And I want my kids to be able to go and harvest pumpkins. But I overall, other than like flowers, I want to grow food. I want to grow food for my family. I want to grow food that I can really easily preserve. Squashes, which pumpkins are a squash, they're very easy to preserve. They preserve, you know, store well without you having to do much of anything. As long as you're picking it once it's fully ripened, you can, you know, they recommend cleaning off the outside. My neighbor actually, what she does is she cleans hers off with like a mild bleach solution. You're not eating the skin anyway, so, and bleach vaporizes off anyways, but and then you can just store it in your basement. Store it in a cool, dry, dark place that is like a cold storage, like a root cellar. Works really well. So that I don't have to make sure that I have time to, you know, preserve that food as well. So that's something that's very important to me. And sugar pie pumpkins, yes, they're for pies, of course, but they are also really good. And I mean, this isn't sugar pie specifically, but they're also, you can use them in soups and stews. You can use them as a hearty vegetable. You can use it as a squash. So that's something that's important to me. Then I ordered, this is a jack-o'-lantern type pumpkin, and this is more for, you know, to have some for pretty, not for food. It's called Howden Select. It's the quintessential jack-o'-lantern. And then this is why I actually went back on and ordered again. This was the main reason. And this is the zucchini. This zucchini, I don't know anywhere else I could get it. You may be able to get it somewhere else. It may not be this exact name. This is Haifa's Finest. Now, there are many people who don't love zucchini, or they kind of get sick of it in the garden because it, you know, they produce so much. Haifa's Finest is one, like, I don't really get sick of it because I make zucchini pickles, which are delicious. But honestly, grilling, roasting, sauteing, I love these. I will even eat them fresh. They're wonderful. They are an actual flavorful zucchini, unlike typical zucchinis that are pretty much flavorless. And there is a story behind this. Basically, Haifa is the name. It was a husband and wife, and they were looking for a zucchini when they came here. They moved from the Middle East, and zucchini there was much different than it is here, and so they found a seed company to be able to breed a zucchini that had flavor like the ones that they were used to, and that's where Haifa's Finest came from, and they're freaking delicious. So my next seeds will be from Baker Creek, and hopefully those will be here. It said it was supposed to be today, but it also said it was supposed to come USPS, and these came USPS, so I don't think it's coming. It'll probably come tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for the second half of this. All right, guys, so as promised, I am back today because I got my Baker Creek seeds. They did end up coming. They just came a little bit ago when the mail came, so my tracking stuff was wrong. But let's open them together. Sticking me. All right. I don't remember I never remember what I ordered. I also got free seeds, so I'm excited to see what that is. All right. So one of the things that is like my favorite thing to grow, and I got lots. Actually, this is most of my order. Is my dragon tongue bush beans. Couple reasons I love growing these. They're delicious. They are absolutely the best tasting bean there is. Like, they're just amazing. They're almost sweet. They're very light. They're very juicy. Oh, they're just delicious. Nice and crisp. And they're really prolific. They grow wonderfully. So I ordered a ton. I think I ordered 10 packs. I also love growing them because I love selling them. People come back to me week after week after week looking for those. I am willing to let people try them because it's something so different. People are like, oh, that's really pretty, but what is it? How does it, what does it taste like? And my response, I always kind of give them an explanation of what it tastes like, but I always tell them, go ahead and try one. Try one of the beans. And I don't think I've had maybe one person ever who has tried them, not buy. 99% of people buy the beans once they've tried them. And then they come back week after week for them because they're just so different. It's not something you can just go and buy in the grocery store. And they're just delicious. So I sell a ton and I love growing them. So other things I ordered, my yellow monster sweet pepper. This I've grown, this is my 3rd or 4th year growing it. I think 3rd year growing it. I love these. They don't get quite this big as they are in the picture for me. But peppers in New York can be a little difficult because our season is shorter, and so we don't always get good size peppers. And a lot of times my peppers won't turn colors in time to be able to harvest them. But these ones always do. They turn yellow, and if they don't, they're delicious green, and they're really good size peppers. The other sweet pepper that I grow, colored sweet pepper I grow every year is the California Wonder. It's a red pepper. I primarily actually harvest these ones green, but they're delicious regardless. They grow really well. I haven't had major issues with them. They seem to produce well. Occasionally they'll get sun scalded, but that can happen with pretty much any pepper. Other than that, they've done extremely well for me. Sweet banana peppers. I grow a ton of them. I sell a good amount of them. This year I am going to pickle some. I didn't this past year. Just time-wise, I didn't get to it. But I love the sweet banana peppers. Even I froze a bunch. We pulled them out and sauteed them with different things, peppers and onions through the fall that I used them up. And they were very, very good that way too. So I love them. My kids love snacking on them as well. So those are things that I'll always grow. I got some more Paul Robeson tomatoes. My favorite tomato, 100% hands down, is Paul Robeson. Sunrise Bumblebee is my favorite cherry tomato, but my favorite large tomato slicer, anything else really, is Paul Robeson. They're not massive. They're a medium-sized fruit, but they're really flavorful, and I love the color of them. I love them on sandwiches. I love them with just about anything. I mean, they're really delicious. And then my free seeds. So I got a little tiny bok choy. It's called Hidoo Tiny. So cute. I think I grew bok choy once, and I don't think I ever even harvested it because I really wasn't sure what to do with it. So I need to actually look into what I can do with it so that I actually use it because I don't want to waste it. And then Merlot lettuce, which I've gotten before. I probably have a couple packs of those actually. So not a massive haul of seeds. None of my seed hauls are huge this year, mostly because I have a lot of seeds still from last year. I ordered a lot of large quantity last year, and so I have a good amount left over. These are things like the dragon tongue bush beans are ones that I sowed most of my seeds or all of my seeds, so I needed to replenish. Other than that, there's not a ton. Pepper seeds, same thing. I needed to replenish some and some tomatoes, but not a ton. I pretty much always over-order, at least every other year, or every year. But I try to order enough that, I'll have at least some left over for the next year. And this year I'm not doing a seedling sale, so I don't need quite as many tomatoes and peppers, although I am going to grow still a large quantity of them for myself this year. I'm not growing them to sell, so I'm not as worried about having, I'm selling the fruit, but I'm not selling the plant. So I'm not worried about having, as many perfect plants this year because I always took the sickly plants and they always did just fine. So this year I'll get the sickly and the nice ones. But yeah, that's my seed haul for now. I still, like I said I think it was my last video, I am going to still order some flowers at some point. I have them all in my cart. I just, again, need to spread out the cost a little bit. So I'm not ordering right now, but within the next few months I'll order. And potatoes will be coming in March, April from Johnny's. And I forget all the potato varieties I ordered. I know I ordered Adirondack Blue. I want to say I ordered a russet, a white, and a yellow, maybe. I think. I could be wrong. I don't even know if I ordered any sweet potatoes yet. I'll have to look back. because you don't get those until later, so it's kind of, you almost forget what you ordered. But that's it for now. And within the next few weeks, I'm going to be starting seeds, so I can't wait to bring you guys along for that. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Remember, we're growing today for a better tomorrow. Please like and subscribe and join me on the next one.